Good morning and welcome to DDM Morning Show, coming to you live this Tuesday, the 23rd of September 2025. It's 9 a.m. here in Nigeria, and as always, we bring you the top stories making headlines across politics, business, and of course, sports. Today, we begin with politics. Labour Party presidential candidate, His Excellency Peter Obi, has criticized First Lady Remi Tinubu's birthday donations towards the National Library project. His remarks have sparked debate over whether philanthropy by political figure reflects true public service or exposes weakness in government. We will take a look at the argument and implication for governance and accountability. Now, from politics to the energy economy sector, Nigeria's most vital sector is once again in the spotlight. The Dangote refinery's decision to deliver fuel directly to marketers has ignited protests among unions and other stakeholders. Supporters believe this move would reduce costs and streamline supply, but critics warn it may age out competition and destabilize the fuel distribution chain. We will examine what's at stake in this growing standoff. And finally, on a lighter but no less significant note, in the world of sports, Paris Saint-Germain forward Ousmane Dembele has been named the 2025 Ballon d'Or winner after leading his club to a historic treble. His journey from persistence, injuries to football highest honor has been described as nothing short of inspirational. We will bring you global reactions and what this victory means for his career and the sport at large. I remain your host, Ibrahim Umarwase, and as always, I am with my co-host, Mr. Kevin Japo. Mr. Kevin Japo, you're welcome
Yes,
to
good
the Dear
morning.
Money Show.
Good morning. Thank you, Brian. Welcome to the morning show.
All right, stay tuned. Our analysts and correspondents are ready to break down these stories and more right here on DDM Morning Show, your window into the issues shaping in Nigeria, Africa, and the wider world. Stay tuned. We will be right back. All right, welcome back. You're still tuned into the DDM Morning Show. Let's dive straight into politics. Peter Obi is raising eyebrows over Remi Tinubu's birthday donation for the National Library. A generous act or political showmanship. Let's break it down. So yesterday, Mr. Peter Obi posted in his X handle saying we are finished. It is supposed to be a birthday message to the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But he criticized what she called her call on Nigerians that anybody who wished to donate any money to her should send it to the account of the National Library. Mr. Kevin Japo, do you think Peter Obi's condemnation towards Olaremi Tinubu's birthday donation is a genuine call for accountability and transparency in what our leaders came out to say to us, or do you think is more of a political propaganda deemed to tarnish her image?
Okay. Good morning, Brian. I read Peter Obi's message keenly. I think the message was actually okay. It was subtle, but towards the end, he gave what I'll call the topic sentence for the whole comment. Ending it with "we are finished." While he was trying to congratulate her or say one or two things about it, and say things about the library project, about First Lady, when I think what he expected was her to be given back to people as somebody of high regard, somebody who should be empathic about the people. Moreover, let's look at it this way. Peter Obi have already said that the office of the first lady would not exist if he was in power. He also said it, and when he was the governor, the office of the first lady was virtually non-existent. Okay, I'm sure that's also formed the bane of why he also made that statement. Okay, when you should be thinking about how to improve the lives of Nigerians, your husband is the one at Home of Affairs. You're expecting those impoverished Nigerians to donate to you. Donate to you what? People can barely eat a day. The average amount of money you can use to feed yourself to satisfaction now in Nigeria is about at least 2,000, 2,500 naira. And that's when you may barely want you may even want to request for more. Understand? It's that bad. And in other words, Nigerians need about say 7,500 to 10,000 naira a day to complete. Say for them to at least feed them. Let's say they want to just feed them, even just to at least feed themselves, if not more. Then talking about family of five, family of four, family of five, family of six, family of 6 to 10, and most Nigerians are just suffering in silence, and the little 1% who are the ruling elite who are supposed to take out the populace are only thinking of themselves, then we are in real trouble, honestly. I expect her to give back to the society and think of something that will impact Nigerians. Understand? But at the end, you are asking Nigerians to actually donate to you. Donate from here. I'm sure that when you finish writing that thing I wrote, we are finished. So those 3 words encapsulate all what you were just trying to say. Understand? Yes, it's your birthday, but you should be giving back. Okay, you should be thinking of how to make Nigerians life better. You should be thinking of how to encourage husband to improve the purchasing power of Nigerians. Okay, look at what's trending about ShopRite now. Shopping shelves we have most ShopRite shops around the country are barely empty now. Okay, why is that so? It's because Nigerians don't have that purchasing power. So we expect the retailers to crumble under it. The actual company that ran ShopRite left about 4 years ago. Okay, then the Nigerians took over it, and they can barely fill the shelf. Why? Because that purchasing power is not there. Okay, so that's that. So we as leaders, we expect someone like her to be thinking of how to better the life of Nigerians. Okay, encourage person at the end of the affairs to say, look, we've stifled this people's neck. We removed subsidy. Something that is 200 naira, who are buying 200 naira, they're not buying it at 1,000 naira. We don't have electricity that powers the country. What powers the country mainly? It's what do they call it? It's fuel. Okay, now people can barely buy that, and increase the price of commodities due to that. You should be able to this should be able to bring us a level of subsidy to subsidize things for us. Okay, we can't go to the farms. We are not providing security. We can't go to the farms. So even food become more expensive. Why? Because we have bandits and kidnappers who have come there to their haven. Okay, so it's sad that people like this can be thinking of themselves instead of them thinking of the populace of the society. Thank you.
That's true, Mr. Kevin Jambo. Is an external and issue, and most of the people in Nigeria don't even realize that this is just for glee. I honestly and absolutely believe that she's doing it clearly to show Nigerians that I don't care about what you're going to give me. I only care about some of the infrastructural projects in the country. While it might look from the surface as something that is encouraging, but deep down, I think it should be condemned in its entirety, because this is a government project and the government has the money to budget towards renovating the National Library rather than trying to call on people to donate and fix the problem that you are part of the government should have fixed. So I am seeing it as more of a political propaganda, I'll call, rather than a true, should I say, patriotism.
It's a
So,
sign. I think let me it's a sign that what bothers me is it's a sign that look, our leaders are actually not thinking of the populace, they're actually thinking of themselves. One of the first signs of a good leader is the fact that look what I have this empathy. You feel what other people are feeling, so that at least you can be pushed to say, okay, let me improve the life of these citizens. Okay. Or the first thing you think of is yourself. Let me give an example of what Donald Trump is doing in the United States. Donald Trump has turned the Rose Garden into a clubhouse. He has virtually destroyed the Google Garden and Rose Garden, where they do a lot of outdoor events, press conferences, and literally built something like a club in the White House and call it Rose Club House with American taxpayers' money. And we are so angry with him. Like he's thinking of himself, or he's thinking like, oh, I should have like another casino, like a casino in the White House. You know, we used to run casinos and you got bankrupt. Something like that. Or when people think like that, they will look at, oh, you are actually thinking of yourself. You're not thinking of other people, and that's a bad sign. Thank you.
thank you very much. And you come and remind me of something. What does this debate reveal about Nigerians' broader challenges in founding education? Because education is supposed to be one of the most important sectors in Nigeria that
Our
funds
leaders,
through
our
our budget.
leaders are not our leaders are not bothered about education. If you can educate your populace, then you even solve part of the poverty problem. Because when they are enlightened, it encourages them to say, okay, it enhances them towards job creation, towards certain small scale. You know, when we educate ourselves, when we go out there to do self improvement by learning one or two courses, going to educate ourselves, we are pushing ourselves out there so that at least society can easily, so we can blend in society, and so that society can easily give us something to do or open our chance to opportunities. Okay, but they are not. I think some of the professors complained recently that their monies can barely pay their bills. Most of them, and their monies don't even come regularly. They sometimes owe monies. Professors. Whereas you have almost a 500 member National Assembly, and they are earning between 15 million to 30 million per month. Okay, but you can barely pay your professors only 500,000. Some are even paid less than 500. Okay, how can you be paying a professor 500 or 600,000 in this economy? Okay, it's so bad. It is something they should really look onto. Education is very, very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kevin. And I believe our government should do more in education because educating the people, no society will grow above the level of its education. And our leaders, it seems, they don't care about the educating Nigerians. They care more about advocating for towards something that is going to profit them and their political goal. So the debate over governance and philanthropy took center stage after First Lady Remi Tinubu asked that well wishes to send donation rather than to send a gift, and not in her account, but in the accounts of the National Library toward the completion of the National Library project. While the gesture was raising some quarters, former presidential candidate Peter Obi sharply criticized it, arguing that such essential institution should not depend on private generosity. The National Library, plagued by delays and on funding for decades, has faced significant challenges. Reports show it expended 368 million on electricity and generator fuel between 2022 and 2024, and a further 60 million was proposed in the 2025 budget for alternative power sources. Critics argue that such spending reflects inefficiency and misplaced priority. Obi's position resonates with many Nigerians who see the donation as a symbol of governance failure, proof that state institutions are unable to meet their most basic obligations without intervention from individuals. Supporters of the First Lady countered that her initiative may mobilize much needed resources faster than bureaucratic processes allow. The reality is that while private donation can provide a relief, they do not solve the structural unfounding of public knowledge. The debate raises broader questions. Should leaders set soon by funding what government neglects, or should government itself be held accountable for delivering these services? You are watching DDM Money Show. We thank you for staying with us, and as always, we will continue to bring clarity, context, and conversation to the issue that define our time. I am Ibrahim Umarwasi, and on behalf of the team here at DDM Money Show, thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay engaged, and join us again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, have a productive day ahead.